Yo man, so I think personally a lot of people dabble with anime for many personal reasons, or they just fuck with the fights or something. It don't even gotta be something deep. Me, I grew up on anime at a very young age, so I'm still thankful to my brother to this day. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to witness cinema. But I'm pretty sure this is a canon event for most niggas out there that want to dive a little bit deeper into more than just the lore. They want to go beyond that. They want to see something juicier, some shit that's mouth-watering. These niggas out here want to watch for the so-called plot. And I ain't talking stories either, cause yo, usually a lot of people grow up into anime young, but when they grow up, sometimes it gets to that point where they start developing hormones like around the ages of 13, 14. It's different for many people. And now they want to watch something a bit more, you feel me? So these niggas start searching, and eventually it lands them on shows like High School DxD, man. And I know this for a fact because I used to have a friend in middle school that was very into High School DxD. I swear this nigga would not shut up talking about it, bro. Every day he's talking to me about High School DxD, about the titties, bro. I'm trying to do my test. Started shoving that shit in my face like he just chefed up a new invention. He also had this little dumbass look on his face too. Like you can just tell when a nigga is so jolly about some shit, so happy about something. They just have this little smirk added to their face. You can tell, bruh. From that day forward, that shit was his favorite show ever, bro. I'm telling you. It's even crazier too because I remember he would talk to me about comparing hentai and shit. Like, bro, come on, you need to get a life, my nigga. But yeah, I blame a lot of these shows that you niggas watch for the plot. Like, yo, let's start off with High School DxD first. So if you search up the lore or the background behind the story, you'll probably see the word reincarnation. And when I peeped it, I already know some freaky ass shit is gonna happen, bro. It's with every anime that has those things along the line. Usually when a show involves isekai or reincarnation, that pretty much is the warning signal for you. You know, animes these days don't really give a viewer discretion, and you pretty much gotta look into it for yourself and see if it's something safe for you to watch. But if you didn't know this now you know, because yo, when these shows involve one of these or two of them together, that's dead ass a double homicide waiting to take place, nigga. And this show's not like Fairy Tail where it progressively gets freakier throughout the show. Nah, son, off the go, this show's gonna make you feel like you watching an HH original. And honestly, you can't even blame the manga authors too. I mean, this was their version of OnlyFans. They're going to find some way to make some yen whether you like it or not. And sadly enough, this was their version of trying to get out their hood, whatever hood they got. I also want to talk about Keijo. So for the people that don't know what Keijo is, basically it's like a sports anime. I mean, I guess it pretty much is a sports anime. If you watch this, you're probably gonna think it's something like sumo, but instead of them actually using their hands to push someone out of bounds, they're using their breasts and booties to actually do that shit for them. You gotta clap it up for a revolutionary idea like this. I mean, a nigga like me wouldn't have thought of this in a million years, bro. I mean, when it comes to borderline hentai anime, usually a lot of people are upfront about it. And what I mean about upfront is that they'll give you the titties and that's it. The titties, the ass, the double combo or whatever they need to do to make sure that the audience has a boner. But with this anime right here, they was trying to be slick. Got niggas making up excuses and shit, so when they moms come in, they can make up an excuse like, oh, I was just watching it for the heat of the battle. Yeah, the spirit of battle. Friendly competition, if you will, but just in a comedic matter, right? You can't really say that for High School DxD. I mean, when your mom comes in, what you gonna say? That you just watching titties? That's it, bro. You're done. But with this, you got another excuse, bruh. You're watching sports, just in a different, you know, in a different environment. You feel me? Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much the plot of this anime, and this anime is pretty fucking absurd. I found out about this like 1 or 2 years ago, and I wanted to tap in just to see what was going on. And it wasn't even a bad show. I'm not even finna lie. And like I said earlier, they gotta find some ways to make the yen. Like, let me just give you a few scenes just so you can dive deep into it for yourself.
I'm not gonna let her win. As soon as I knock you off the land, I promise I'll finish her off. Take this! Got you now. You can't top me with those spinning ballads. What the hell? Those giant boots were her fight. Sure can. Fun guillotine race. Her right hand. Every time she moves it like that, her attack style changes. It can't be. You get it now? All I have to do is touch someone's behind with my right hand, and I have access to all their butt techniques. Basically, I can steal them and put them in my arsenal. Gate of Bootyland!
But yeah, I don't know how strong they ass cheeks is. I feel sorry for the dude trying to crack that shit. Like, imagine you're in the bedroom and you're just standing there not knowing what to do with all that. I'm afraid to say that nobody can handle him. But yeah, besides the obvious plot being thrown at your face, it's kind of reasonable if you watch it because it's genuinely funny or hilarious or some shit. You know, because a lot of people like to be entertained. It could be in different ways through fights, like I said earlier. I just ain't never seen some shit like this where people are literally battling with their asses. It kind of reminds me of those girls that do slapping ass competitions. And I don't even know what the goal is. Is you trying to get the ass red? Whoever gets the ass most red wins? Niggas is dead ass thinking of shit just to think of shit. They're just bored for no reason, bruh. On some Kendrick shit, bro. You niggas is freaky as hell. And now we got High School of the Dead. See, with High School of the Dead, at least you got some form of plot. But with plot, you gotta find a way to make niggas stay. They knew their story was bust ass, so they gotta have titties on display in every scene possible too. Like the sniper scene. Like I said, I don't blame them, because you know, much like a carnival, you gotta find a way to have attractions. It's kind of funny too, because you can kind of tell like the premise of these anime is titties and titties alone, or asses as well if you're an ass nigga, but they want to cover it with some sort of plot. It kind of reminds me of those MMOs back in the day where you would just play just because there's skills and fighting involved. I guarantee you 80% of niggas were not paying attention to the story, bro. They were paying attention to the fights, and that's exactly what this anime is. You don't pay attention to the story. Come on now, son. I will say though that even if it is borderline hentai or whatever, it was still kind of interesting. I mean, there were scenes that, you know, made me kind of invested a little bit, but it wasn't like that throughout the whole anime, because that will all get flushed down the drain when I see titties on display. Now there's a whole new plot I gotta focus on. In fact, 2 great plots. What an amazing story. It beats out every other anime because of how well driven it is. It even beats out some random dudes Johnson when they're watching this shit. I mean, truly incredible. And then you got Kill la Kill and Akame ga Kill, and I'm not gonna lie, at least with Akame ga Kill, it's a pretty interesting show to watch. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Kill la Kill. Nah, I'm just bullshitting, but there is a lot of fan service involved, I will say that. I remember this one scene where it was like Ryoko was in a fight with someone. It's been so long since I watched, and at the end of it, she was kind of dangling off her own clothes and straps and shit. And I won't lie, this is one of the most tame scenes that you'll probably see in an anime. But yeah, this is just an example to give you 2 very great plots. Akame ga Kill, I won't lie, there are some scenes where there's a lot of fucking horny shit going on, but I don't really think that's the premise of the anime, at least. I think the author's main goal was just trying to find a way to make sure there's as many kills as possible in the anime. Like, I feel like the author really did it smart with Akame ga Kill, because there's many ways you could get entertained. Me personally, I like the fact that there was straight violence. Niggas getting killed and shit, that's what I live for. And then when you need to calm down and chillax a bit, of course there's the occasional titty. And lastly, we got Food Wars. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck the anime is about other than people competing against each other to basically create the best dish. I don't know if this is like Hell's Kitchen hentai-fied or some shit, but I have seen scenes which were pretty fucking questionable. Like, there's this one scene where this chick is getting oiled up or honey up. I don't know what it is. And this was after she ate like a beef or something. I don't know what it was, but she got taken to another dimension, and now she's like fantasizing about getting honeyed up and shit. I don't know. I don't know if this is tame or not compared to the rest of the show. I have a lot of friends that did say that it was a pretty interesting watch. I bet so, nigga. And then there's another scene too with tentacles, nigga. Tentacles. I'll never understand y'all niggas. I know y'all niggas got fetishes. I know y'all niggas got kinks. But tentacles? So let me get this. When y'all niggas see Squidward, you just whip it out and it starts getting critical in that motherfucker? When y'all niggas watch Oswald, don't tell me... No, bro. I don't even want to think of it, bro. Oh, you niggas need to be locked up. Y'all niggas need to stay inside, please. If you're missing, stay missing, nigga. But yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, I was gonna say Fire Force as well. I was gonna mention Fire Force. Honestly, it's one of my favorite animes, I will say. There are scenes where it's like, oh, the plot, so-called plot is involved. I mean, you know, scenes where, you know, bitches pretty much slip and then all their clothes are taken off and other shit as well. But I feel like that's not even the premise of the show for real. Like, it's not even that's not even like the main thing, you feel me? Or maybe I'm being biased, I don't even know. I probably did miss something, I don't know. I'll go back and see. But hey, that's about it, man. Peace.